So I paid Logan Paul $11,000 to open up this pack of Pokemon cards. Let's talk about it. What's going on, guys? It is Douglas James. Welcome back to the channel. All right, so I have a very awesome video scheduled for today. We're gonna be talking about Pokemon cards, okay? It's not something that I talk about ever. It's a new topic of conversation. I decided to make a video on it. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Always coming out with awesome content. My loyal followers, welcome back to the video, all right? All right, guys, so Pokemon cards. So I'm gonna actually share the clip. So Logan Paul purchased the rarest box of Pokemon cards in the world for over $200,000. Okay, that actual box is actually selling for $250,000 now. But he purchased the box on an auction and then he sold the packs inside. Okay, so a box comes with 36 packs. He sold 35 of them and the price was $11,111. What's really cool is apparently thousands of people tried to buy one of these packs. There was a lot of celebrities, influencers, YouTubers, a lot of people tried to get the pack. Only 35 got in. Guess who got in? Your boy. All right, so I ended up getting one of the packs, and if you see here, this little note was actually from his team, if that's focused. It said Douglas James, the high ticket client guy. It had my Instagram handle at the Douglas James _Douglas James, and my YouTube channel. So he called this out on the channel. It was super cool. He opened the pack, but what did I get? All right, so we're gonna run that clip real quick. We're gonna get into a little backstory of me and Pokemon cards. Go ahead and roll it.
Douglas James, one pack, the high ticket client guy. Instagram at the _Douglas James, YouTube Douglas James. Here we go, brother.
Why don't you open one of those bad boys?
It's pretty cool. This is pretty cool. Yeah, it's a little more calm now. I gotta stop screaming. It's.
Oh, we got you a water.
It's back here. It's back here. I just didn't want to put it on the table.
All right, Douglas James. This one is for you, my friend. Getting these cards pretty good on the back. The last card, Eradicate, my friend. Seal, Revive, Energy, Onyx, Pidgey, Electric Energy, Staryu, Charmander, boom! We got something good. Some of these packs are duds. Some of these, if they have a starter, I feel not so bad. Metapod, last card. We have a Clefairy.
Always the last card, too. It's almost like a final fuck
I
you
hate
at
this
the end
puffy
of the
little
pack.
marshmallow.
Yep.
She sucks.
Yep.
I don't like her.
Well, the Charmander, though.
Douglas, I apologize, brother. Thanks for obviously thanks to all the buyers for participating.
Yeah, what's that Charmander worth? Good.
4K if it's a 10.
4K? Nice. Okay.
If it's a 10, which
Yeah, no problem. Hold it for a decade.
Oh,
you might get your money back.
Nice. That's a 10 Charizard, Douglas. That's good. Fantastic. All right.
Guys, I was in shock. Okay, I was waiting and looking for a card that could be worth over $200,000, but I got this bad boy right here. Clefairy doll. This card is actually selling for $1,000 on eBay. The rarest card that I did get from my pack, I did get a Charmander, first edition shadowless. This is actually selling for over $5,000 right now. But that with the Clefairy and then a handful of cards that people don't really care about, I probably made $7,000. That's the trade-off, okay? If I would have gotten one, what's called a holographic card, I could have easily got my money back or a lot more. But it was a gamble, but it was super cool because I got to be on his channel and he did a shout out and actually got a lot of traction in social media. So you might be watching this video right now because of Logan Paul's stream. So I appreciate you coming through. A couple really cool things to highlight about Logan Paul's live stream is the fact that he had over 300,000 people consistently watching at all times. This video has already gone viral, approaching over 6 million views. But this is really, really great for the Pokemon world and all the Pokemon collectors and investors and you know, people that have been in the space for decades now. It's just really awesome for the community. And what I really love, I'm super into giving back, and I love the fact that Logan Paul supported the National Alliance of Mental Illness. Okay, he actually raised over $130,000 for people with mental health. All right, the charity's called NAMI, and being a military veteran myself, you know, I did suffer from depression and anxiety. and adjustment disorder, you know, especially when I moved back from military life to civilian. So I'm all about giving back, and I love the fact that he supported this particular charity as well. But guys, I wanted to give some backstory on me with Pokemon. Okay, so as a kid back in 1999-2000, I was super heavy into it. Actually, I have my binder right here. All right, this old school binder that's all split on the sides. Okay, I had it. It's filled with cards, holographics, all kinds of stuff. Actually, I have a couple Charizards. I need to get them graded. I was super into it. I was the kid, you know, whipping these out in school, you know, showing off my collection, going to Books A Million. If you don't know what Books A Million is, it's kind of like a Barnes & Noble. I would go there like every Saturday. There was tournaments. I was more into like the collecting and having them versus the actual, you know, trading card game. I didn't do the game side of it. But me and my sister and I got pretty heavy into it. We collected a bunch of cards. I actually, you know, for the past 20 years, this binder has been sitting in my storage for so long. And in recent months, it's been blowing up. The market value of these cards have been blowing up. And if you guys know me, you know, what I do online, I talk a lot about my business and how being able to create wealth and help other people start side incomes as well, and do online marketing and things like that. And with my wealth and thing that I'm trying to do is I'm really trying to figure out how can I diversify my income, invest it into certain things. So I do a lot of Bitcoin. I've looked at real estate deals. I've looked in the stocks. But I got to tell you, Pokemon cards is a very interesting thing because I feel like a kid again, opening up these packs, looking at these cards. There's this nostalgia I'm experiencing, and turns out it's a very strategic investment. All right, so I end up meeting this guy Jake. We'll go ahead and roll a couple clips here on the screen. But Jake, he's on Instagram. He's known as Collectibles Guru, and here's a photo and a video of him on Logan's live stream and a couple photos of him as well. So he's pretty much Logan Paul's plug. Logan relies on Jake to get all his information and how the market value is looking and everything. He's bought a lot of very rare cards. I immediately, once I learned of Jake, I immediately hit him up, invited him. I flew him all the way across the country over to my home, and I did a little shopping. So here's some clips of me shopping, some of the cards that I'm looking at. And I actually end up picking up 3 of the rarest cards that you can find. Okay, and these 3 cards are in demand, and I'll start with the lowest one. Okay, the first card here that I'll show you is called a Venusaur. It's a first edition shadowless, and it's a PSA 9. Okay, PSA is one of the grading companies that cards go to. This card right now, the current market value is around $10,000 just for this one card. All right. The second one that I'm really excited about is called the Blastoise. Okay, it's a PSA 10, and it's just the shadowless. It's not a first edition, but it's a shadowless PSA 10. All right, and there's actually only 40 of these in the world, so that makes this card very rare. This card right now is selling for around 45 grand. Okay, so super awesome card. I also picked up this one, and this is the holy grail. This is what everybody wants. Okay, so this is called the Charizard. Came out in 1999, first edition shadowless. All right, this one's a PSA 9. This card is currently selling for over $90,000. All right, guys. So I have about $150,000 in Pokemon cards just sitting right here between 3 cards. All right, now that's a lot of money. Right, and I know most people can't afford that. You're probably thinking, Doug, that's nuts. Why would you do that? Guys, I encourage you and challenge you to educate yourself on Pokemon cards. If you're looking for strategic investments, my number one favorite thing to do that I want to talk about is, you know, starting your own business, having an online business from home, actually providing real service. If you have the liquid and the capital, and if you have a binder of cards sitting in your storage, guys, there's no better time to get into it. But eBay, you can see a lot of the market value that's on where the cards are at right now, guys. And you know, it's super cool because I've been able to do this. I've been able to meet Jake. I actually spoke to Logan that night on the phone. after he pulled me this card. And I've gotten actually to do and see and experience. This is a whole brand new experience, new exposure for me that I've been enjoying. It's been a thrill. I love it, guys. But it all really goes back to the value that I've been able to provide for other people in the business that I created online, right? My whole thing is I help small businesses get new customers, right? When I was in the military, I knew that I didn't want to be in the military for 20, 30 years, right? So I started this online company, found digital marketing, and when I started and having that success, it got the attention of so many people. I've now helped thousands of people start an online business, helping small businesses get new customers, and it's super, super awesome. And just the impact and the transformations that come from that. I've been, interviewed on TV, Entrepreneur Magazine, Yahoo. My company is actually we're actually considered one of the top SEO agencies. SEO is one of the things that I do, search engine optimization, but I mainly stick to the advertising. And it's just super awesome and super grateful. And if it wasn't for that, starting my business and having an online academy and teaching people how to have an agency online from home, I would have never connected with Logan Paul, never connected with Jake, and gotten back into Pokemon cards, and I probably wouldn't be able to afford $150,000 in cards sitting right here in front of me, right? So it just really goes back to, guys, if you have a passion, if there's something that you want to do, if you want to do something different, right? I think you've probably heard this before, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result is a definition of sanity. I think there's a lot of people today that want to start a side business, want to start some side income, and they expect things just to come to them, be handed to them, when at the end of the day, the only way things are really going to change is if you change it and do it yourself, right? You can't do the same thing, waking up every day, going to work, and being upset because you're not where you are and where you want to be in life, right? You have to do things. If you're gonna get a different result, you have to do something you've never done before that's different, right? So that's why long ago I decided to do what I was doing in the internet space in my company, and now that I have this wealth and I've impacted so many people, I found out about Pokemon cards, and now I'm investing in Pokemon cards, right? So I encourage you guys to go find something, do something. I wanted to make this video just to kind of share my experience with Pokemon cards, my recent experience being on Logan Paul's live stream. The pack was $11,000. Guys, this pack is actually selling. This pack right here, okay, so it's a Blastoise. It's a shadowless because the trading card game's at the bottom, and it says first edition, if you can see that at the bottom there underneath my little note. This pack is actually selling for over $20,000 right now. Like, the market is actually going crazy. So I encourage you guys to go find your cards, find your binders. But yeah, guys, it all really starts with, like I said, doing something different, and also investing in yourself. If you're not willing to invest in yourself, right, you're not really going to have any change, okay? If you want a different life, if you want a different outcome, if you want that nicer car, that nicer house, those vacations, time freedom, location independence, put your money where your mouth is, right? For example, I could have just let this whole Pokemon thing blow past me and not drop the money that I did on these cards, and now I'd be pooping myself because now they're worth 150 grand, right? Did I spend 150 grand for these? No, but these particular cards have gone up over 40% in value already. So that means I already made my money back. If I would have not invested in myself financially 6.5 or so years ago when I decided to start my online marketing company, I would probably still be in the military, making okay money, but not fully happy and fulfilled, and probably hating life, because honestly, guys, the military is great, you got to do amazing things, but the day-to-day stuff kind of sucked. And you might be feeling that as well. If you're in a day job, if you're doing something that just is not fulfilling, think about investing in yourself and changing your mindset around money, because I think that's where a lot of people mess up. They want to start something, they want to do something different, but as soon as you start talking about money and investing in yourself, they get weird and they run away and they give up. Why? Because money is so close to our hearts, And we get super strange when people try to take it away from us because we feel like we're never going to get anything back. But you know what? This comes and goes. This will come and go throughout your whole life. Whether you think so or not, money will come and go. But experiences, transformations, right? Things like that, you can't get back. Opportunities, you can't get them back. Don't let opportunities pass you by. If you have an opportunity to invest in yourself, to do something different, take a chance, right? And stay committed. If you do it, follow it all the way through, stay committed. Because the only way you're going to get that different result is if you remember why you started and always bring yourself back to that place. When you start something, you have all this emotion, you have all this excitement to do something different. The moment you hit roadblocks, challenges, or anything like that, you decide to give up. I always take myself back to, like with Pokemon cards, for example. That's why I think this was such a great video to tie back to my business, and I'm doing it intentionally because the market's blowing up right now, right? So I can relate it to trends and opportunity and invest in yourself, right? If I would have just passed up this trend, right, and not gotten back into Pokemon, I would have missed out on a bunch of experiences, new wealth that I'm creating for myself. Like I said, if I would have passed up on my business, starting my business years ago, I wouldn't even be in front of this camera right now shooting this video for you guys, right? So it all starts with opportunity, right? So if you're one of those people that is trying to figure out the online digital space, you want to have an online business for home, I encourage you to watch more of my videos and look in the description of this video. There's free training you can register for. You can eventually book a call with my team if you'd like. Or if you just really love Pokemon, you want to learn more about Pokemon, let me know in the comments. I'm always reading the comments. If you like the video, give it a like as well. But yeah, guys, that's my quick thing, my experience of Logan Paul opening my $11,000 Pokemon pack that I paid 11 grand for. Unfortunately for this particular investment, I didn't quite make my money back because I didn't pull what's called a holographic card. But the experience connecting with Logan Paul, his guy Jake, and all that brought me to these cards, which was a huge investment. These were just 3 of them. I actually got some other stuff that I'm not showing, but it created opportunities and new relationships that, you know, I'll cherish forever, and there's no telling what'll come, right? We're in life, we're always presented with opportunities, and it's a determining moment right then and there. Like, are we gonna jump on this or are we not? What am I really gonna miss out on? Right? And I always think about those things. So I'm kind of like I'm always like a yes man. When I see something, I'm like, yes. I do use critical thinking in some things, but a lot of times my head will get me in trouble. And a lot of times you just follow your heart, follow your gut when you're doing things, and then you'll let that take you where it'll take you in life, and you'll really be surprised and probably very happy where things will take you from there. All right, guys, so that's it for my video today. It's Douglas James. Give me a comment. Let me know what you think of my cards. If you love these, what's up? Again, this was different content than I usually do, but I was super happy to do it because it's something in my life that I'm super excited about right now. But we'll see you guys in the next video. Like the video, comment. Make sure you do subscribe because I'm always coming out with videos every single week. And I'll see you guys next week. Thanks.